Okay, those of you who know me understand our system. We use the Bloodhound templates in the market analyzer to give us momentum, linear regression, and a higher time frame trend. So overall, we'd want to trade in that direction. As you can see, with the Dow making new all-time record-breaking highs, 28,000 Dow, I mean, come on. We want to know how to trade that and when is the best time to get in if you are going long. So in an uptrend, you can see that price moves from these upper boxes to the lower boxes and then back and forth. And anytime it's in the white area of the middle box, that's just a normal data distribution where price is subject to rotate up and down inside that box, going from the lower level to the upper level back and forth. But when it breaks out of that box, it has an opportunity to reach down to these target levels and then turn around and come back into the other side. The boxes are symmetrical in that the distance between that upper 1 to the upper 3, 1, 2, 3, will be the same distance between the upper 1 and the lower 1, and that lower 1 to the lower 2 to the lower 3. So the goal is to find a trade that gets down to that lower 3 and then turn it around to go to that upper 1. And why do we want to do that? Because 110 points, get my little HP12 to C out, times 4 ticks is 440 ticks, times $5 a tick is $2,200, $2,200, and that's per section. So that 2,200 becomes 4,400 if we get back to the PT upper 1, right? But the 2,200 getting back to that PT3, $6,660. So there's your 666 up to down. So that is about as nirvana as you can get in trading. And how do we know that price will do this over and over and over again? Well, it's statistics. It's math. It's a standard deviation. And that is the measure of the amount of variation between the set of values, like the high or low. So the low standard deviation indicates that the value tends to be closer to the mean or the middle of the set. So I have PT1. PT1 is the closest to the mean of the set. The higher the deviation, the PT3, indicates that the values are spread apart over a wider range. And so that price will want to return back to the mean. So you're going to come from the outside back to the mean. And if we get lucky, all the way to the other side, coast to coast. And that is your big time trading. Here's your PT1, PT2, PT3. And the algos hit these levels over and over and over on all time frames. That's why this is how the market works. It's like we're figuring out the cipher to the market and seeing how these algos respond at these levels. You can create your own custom ranges with this indicator. I'm using a standard 14 period. I'm taking it from the open of the RTH session. If you'd prefer to look at day levels, like take advantage of the full day, you can do that. Just change it. If you want to use a higher time frame bar like a daily, you can put a weekly or a monthly chart on it. But again, like I said, the key is to wait for price to get outside these levels and then turn around and go up, because then you're getting that 2, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times your money, right? So that's the goal. The goal is to get those coast to coast that just keep going, right? Runner, runner. So how do I do that in the Bloodhound? It is super, super simple. First, let me put it back on the RTH settings. So I'll just toggle it. You can use one or the other. I'm going to go back and put the RTH settings on it. Since we're trading during the day, it's easier to get the targets. So what we want to do is get Bloodhound open. And I will show you this easy template. Super, super simple in Bloodhound. So you got your PT3. And that just means when the bar is going below that PT3, I'm going to go short. When it's going above that PT3, I want to go long. And what I have done inside the indicator is change it to true for time range. 8:30 to 15:15 gives me that time frame, and I would go long on the outside, short on the outside of that PT3, and then put that extender on it. Well, first let me go back and so you can extend the bar out a couple of ticks. I'm extending it 3, I think. Yep, 3 ticks, 3 bars. That's just to make sure you get a reversal. Sometimes the bars can be small outside that level. And then I want to flip that signal around. So you just put the long short modifier on it, flip it around on a swap that signal out. So we're modifying that signal. It's no longer a short. It's magically turned into a long. Put some moment minima on it. There we go. And so now the signal's on the correct bar. And do you see how we did not want to take these signals? You can see that the algo works, dudes. Watch, see, they're coming in here trying to bring it down where it's supposed to be. So those are all the algos firing off there. But they don't have Bloodhound. Look how much smarter we are than they are. I can require that it go in my direction before I get a signal. So I'm not going to just be sitting there trying to hit it like those dummies are, because you can see their momentum. So we're going to wait for the signal. Ha 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 ha. And we are brighter than the average bear. So Bloodhound is, I should say. And we just get snaps for sitting here learning how to use it. So coast to coast, again, taking advantage. 178, 4 times is 712. $5 a tick, $35.60. So $3,560. Not bad, right, for a trading session on one contract. So that's the goal of trading. And now that we know where we're going and we can see the slope of how the bars are acting in the middle part where we can add on to our trades with the direction of the market. So we've got the ability to go high longs, knowing that the range is expanding during the time that we're choosing to go long. The infuriating part about the equity indexes is they drift long on a low contraction. So we can put low longs on it or the high-low both. So, or I'm sorry, high-low long. Pardon, there we go, high-low long. So now we know we're getting in. If you want to use the linear regression, which will help avoid many false starts, right? Yes, it went long a little tiny bit, but not very far, and turned around and bopped you back on the head. Get rid of those by putting the Jats linear regression on the template, and that avoids that nonsense and allows you to go with linear regression to get the maximum trade opportunity. So just knowing where these levels are, look at that, 249 points going to the next PT1. So now we know what we're looking for. Great for options timing. You get on a PT3 on a daily bar, RTH session high, you better be careful and wait for that confirming of that breakout before you just arbitrarily take it. They make me nervous, especially with low momentum, but follow the market and good luck. I think the easiest trade in an uptrend is that reversal long. There. And there. Easiest trade. Boom. Just, there you go. So, trading with Bloodhound, linear regression, momentum, range, what's not to love? We're having a Black Friday sale, Cyber Monday. Come over to the website and check it out. And we will see you in the trade room. Thank you so much.